And now, Fairlawn High School proudly presents the Will Rogers Follies.
I tied some knots, I learned to make a loop, spun it horizontal to the ground. Practiced lasso in the fence post and most anything I found. I even roped my sisters if they dared to come around. This pastime was my solitary skill, and people asked, what will become of Will? Well, I told him, give a man enough rope, give a man enough rope, and he can hang himself or not. That is the choice that he has got. He could wind up hanging down from a tree, or he could spin himself a life. That's what happened to me. Give a a man enough rope.
Give a man enough rope.
Give a man enough rope.
Give a man enough rope.
You had two guys a pile of dough. One spends it fast, one saves it slow. You make a choice.
You make a choice.
Up to you what you do.
Up to you what you do.
This act ain't much, but through it, I've met kings and queens and I got to meet you. Everybody spins with a different twist. Use elbow grease, just flick the wrist. If you want to aim for a great big go, go for broke, just let her go. Never let them see that there's effort there. You may sweat inside, be debonair. If you go for a tease, you go for jokes. Right off, it's nothing, folks. Give a man enough rope.
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 I hit the old bullseye! Hooray, 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 yeah, that's the boy. Hey, I got me a boy, step right up, it's a boy. I got a son in it. What else can compare? I haven't a care. I wanna sing hosannas. Hooray, hooray, although I love what my girl sings. There's plenty of girls. After all those girls, I gave it one extra shot to pray in a lot. And look what I got. I'm passing out the banners. Yippee-yi-yi. They keep the shine on the family name. Yippee-yi-yi. His pa's a rancher, so he'll be the same. With cattle standing at yonder for miles around. That's why I'm heading to smoke some smiles around. Hooray, 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 at last it's a male. And his powerful will says he's hiding in hell. And he'll be proud as can be when he knows that he is part Cherokee like his pa. My hopes no longer rush them. I'm way out on a limb. Hopes are riding on him.
Oh, absolutely not, Mr. Rogers. In a Ziegfeld show, nothing ever happens in Ulaga. Stage manager, please.
Yes, Mr. Z?
Peter, have we got a set back there we can use? Something exotic, something Ziegfeldian.
Well, we've got that Fiji Island set, Mr. Z.
Fiji Islands? Come on, Mr. Ziegfeld, you might as well say we met on the moon.
Brilliant, Mr. Rogers. You met your wife on the moon. Peter, go set the moon up immediately. Well, just stand there, Mr. Rogers. You're going to meet your wife, Betty, on the moon.
Here I am, Betty Blake, a simple farm girl from Arkansas who's staying with my favorite single sister because I landed a really swell job in the freight office of the Missouri Pacific Railroad here on the moon. But despite all those stories about the man on the moon, I haven't met him yet. You see,
Sing, Miss Blake.
I beg your pardon?
We've had quite enough exposition, Miss Blake. Sing, please.
Yes, sir, Mr. Ziegfeld. How small the earth seems, poor little planet, viewing it from a distance. Light years away, way off in a starlit place. Here I sit mooning on the moon, mooning, questioning my existence. Just a tiny speck, alone in space.
What's going on?
Sounds like a wedding. Must be the end of the first act. You better go now, Pa.
All right, Willie. Goodbye, ladies. But just remember one thing, son. Life isn't as long as the young think it is. You want to have something to look back on, something we both can appreciate. And in the morning, you can wake up dead and then it'll be too late. You take it from me, Willie. It comes up on you faster than you think. You take it from me.
Blake, you look beautiful. We're heading for a wedding.
Heading for a wedding.
That's wedding number 2.
That's wedding number 2.
I loved it the first time. How could this be a worse time as long as it's with you?
Oh.
Marry me now, marry me then. I don't care how, or where, why, or when. Anytime you ask me, I'll rush to the altar.
Give a man enough rope. Give a man enough rope. And he can hang himself or not. That is the choice that he has got. He could wind up hanging down from a tree, or he could spin himself alight. That's what happened to me. Give a man enough rope. Give a man enough rope. You had 2 guys, a pile of dough. One spends it fast, one saves it slow. You make a choice. Up to you what you do. I've met a lot of different folks and I got to meet you. Give a man enough rope, 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 give a man enough rope. Loved his horses, loved his family, made his movies, played the follies, spun a lovely life.
That's what happened to me.
William had a dare Rogers, William had a dare Rogers, William had a dare Rogers, yeah! The elephant, truck, and Democrat donkey will be down the train and song. The day the people's victory is won. With spirit and donkeys, we'll keep up the jumper, and leading, beating us away for our favorite son. He's a traveling man, he's a flying man, after dinner speaker, speechifying man. He's my one-man show on the radio. He's a columnist, friend of president, movie star for all the nation's resident, Ziegfeld starring man, walking, talking man, Mr. Busy Bee. There's no man left for me.
For Mrs. Rogers, they shine so bright like the light in your eyes. Rubies for Mrs. Rogers, not like the rhinestones you once got from other guys. Sapphires, so blue and brilliant, they all combine to make your gems red, white, and blue. With all the jewels above, I'm saluting our love. I'm true blue to the flag and true to you. Emeralds for Mrs. Rogers, 'cause I turn green when you don't look my way. Topaz, not quite that Madame could wear them on some rainy day.
On some rainy day,
Pearls for Mrs. Rogers.
Mrs.
To
Rogers.
grace the neckline of the queen who rules my heart. Fair as the jewels above, you were fashioned for love. You are nature's perfect living work of art. Diamonds. Ever since I moved out to Hollywood, I've been some of a curiosity. Namely because I was the only man in the movie business who ended up with the same wife I started out with. The reason for that is simple. It hasn't been a minute since I met Betty Blake that I didn't love her with my whole heart. Now, I know I wasn't the easiest man to be married to. Betty always used to say that her only competition was the rest of the world. But I told her she didn't have to worry because I didn't love everybody in the world, I merely liked them. I guess I met a whole lot of people in my lifetime, and I always tried to approach them the same way my Indian ancestors would. You see, an Indian always looks back after he passes something so he can get a view of it from both sides. A white man don't do that. He just figures all sides of a thing are automatically the same. That's why you must never judge a man when you're facing him. You got to go around behind him like an Indian and look what he's looking at. Then go back and face him and you'll have a totally different idea who he is. You'd be surprised how much easier it is to get along with everybody. Never met a man I didn't like. Highfalutin gent or Bowery bum. Yes, I've come a long way down the pike. Never met a man